Friends, welcome to my channel Krisha Carey Talks. So as we have completed 2 days of training, so from day 3 we are starting a hands-on experience on Salesforce admin training. So in today's video I cover explaining about the Salesforce architecture and also the difference between the UI, that is the Salesforce Classic and Lightning experience, and yeah, our first application creating in a Salesforce. So these all will be covered in the hands-on. So my plan is like I want to give a real-time exposure whenever I'm speaking about any concept. So you guys, when you create an account in Trailhead, that you can manually by the side work upon. So when whatever I explain, so you also create one developer org as I did it, and you try to practice whatever the assignments or whatever the projects and all things that you can do in your developer org. So let's get started. So when you speak about the Salesforce architecture, so it will be in a format of layered structure. So you can see here the picture that the architecture will be in form of like we have a certain applications already designed in Salesforce. Yes, like we used to say clouds, right? So maybe it's on Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, or Marketing Cloud. These are all designs or standard functionalities designed by the Salesforce, and they are said to be clouds or applications which are already um, giving the powerful functionality in Salesforce. So these are all applications in like based on what is based on the platform. These are all designed. So which platforms? Probably you can say Lightning, and yeah, Heroku you can say it's a PAS, something like platform as a service. Like when I say about cloud computing, when I talk about cloud computing, so that means all the storage, all the data, the networking servers, it's all handled in the cloud itself, any company if it is doing it. So when you say cloud computing, we have to talk just about the three keywords. One is IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. So what do you mean by IaaS? Is infrastructure as a service. PaaS is something like platform as a service, and SaaS is software as a service. So these are three categories which come under um, cloud computing. So these are the examples. Like when you say Salesforce is providing all the service, all these three services. So if Heroku is one of example for the PAS. And what is App Exchange? App Exchange is wherein we have a lot of applications already in place in the marketplace, in the Salesforce. So we as a user, if it is a free version, we can download it, or in case if really any customer needs that application, he can pay the corresponding fees and he can get that application and he can use in his project or a business as well. So also Salesforce, it has some CRM data, means or whatever the data it is storing, and also it is very tightly secured with authentication, and also about the data access, to whom to give access, and all these details are maintaining sources. So in an interview, whenever like asking about the architecture of a Salesforce, so basically we should answer with a one keyword saying that Salesforce is based on multi-tenant architecture. So that is the answer we need to give. So what do you mean by multi-tenancy? Means it's like if you have if you have any apartment, right? So it has all plots or flats designed like this. So that means in every flat, each person will have a same access with the quantity of a power or with the water and the building maintenance. These all shared, right? The resources, whatever you're getting, these are all shared between all the flats in the apartment. Similarly, irrespective of the size of a company taking the license of a Salesforce, they are provided, whether it's a large size company or a small size company, but they are given same access, shared resources uniformly on the Salesforce. So that is the concept of multi-tenancy. So whatever the shared resources is uniform for all. So when you're you will understand more when you are in coding. We have one keyword we frequently use called governor limit. So that means whenever you're accessing any database, data queries, or you're inserting data in the database of Salesforce. So when you write any queries, Salesforce has designed in such a way that we write to do coding or we write queries in the code. We should have certain limits given for us to to maintain the multi-tenancy. That you're going to understand when you are in a development mode. In the development training, you will be understanding about the keyword, governor limits, and how you should be very concerned about writing the coding, following the governor limits. So this is the structure about the Salesforce architecture. And coming to the creating the sign up, just I'm giving the link in the description. You can type this link in the Google browser, and when you type developer.salesforce.com with the sign up, you will be getting this page, and you try to write all the details about corresponding your details, and with the company name, what is the country, and all these things you try to give with the username, and you said to sign me up. So you will be getting an email. Maybe it may some take time, so be patient. Maybe after 5 minutes or so, you'll get an email. So when you click on the email, you will be taken to a Salesforce login, and you will be given an option to reset the password. And when you do that and successfully, you will be logging into the Salesforce. So in whenever now, as you have created a username and password for your developer edition, so whatever the assignments you're doing, the projects you're doing, you can continue with the developer edition. And about the assignments in Trailhead, you can go via Trailhead Playground, and you can achieve the points as well. So here, when you log into Salesforce, the login, after you create the username and password, just you can give login.salesforce.com. So this is the site. When you just log in and you enter your username and password, then it will just take forward to your login page. So this is called the org, you can say. Org is something like Salesforce has given each developer, they can create their own org to maintain their data and to do their own working things. So every developer is given one org to work upon. So similarly, I have created one developer org. And coming to the point of Salesforce Classic and Experience, so when you say View Profile, when you click on this icon, you can see these are all the details we need. Like if you create whatever the username you create, that will be reflected here. And we have different types of options. And here you can see here, switch to Salesforce Classic. So when you say Classic, here we have two types of versions in Salesforce. One is a Classic and other one is a Lightning Experience. So when you say Classic, the difference is like these are all UI, only look of how the UI user interface looks. So Salesforce Classic is something you can look like this. That is here we have all the tabs already added to the, here this is called the taskbar. Okay, tab bar. So wherein we can add all your respective tabs here. And this is a setup, everything like, and this is the list of the applications we can launch from here. And yeah, through the setup only, whatever you have to do, whether creating any object or application, whatever it is, through the setup only, when you click on the setup, then you are able to see all these options available. Here you can create users, you can create apps and all things. You can explore this more in depth. So when you say create here, see, you can create all these types in the Salesforce Classic. So this how the UI looks when you, this is the tab bar. So you can just add any objects. Means in Salesforce, everything is an object. So if professors, employees, whatever, these are all the different objects already created in the Salesforce. So when you speak about anything, then it will be an object form. So here they have maintained like reports, dashboards. These are all objects, but they have a data in that. When I click on these reports, you will be getting whatever all the existing reports I have in this org will be shown here. So you can add any of your corresponding, if you want to add any object. If I want to add for chatter, just you can click on that plus button and you can click the corresponding tab, then it will be reflected here. So what is the list of using all these tabs adding here is actually the basic thing is whatever you create here, the application. So with that application, we have a different set of objects together. So we can add those and we can just create our own application. So here, this is the look of a Salesforce Classic, and yes, Salesforce probably is thinking to make the classic something to retire. So maybe it may take some 1-2 years, but whatever the practice we do in Lightning only. So you guys also just have a look of all the UI part in Salesforce Classic. But yes, definitely whatever the working things you're doing, the assignments, whatever you're doing, that you try to do in a Lightning experience. So you can explore all these things in the Classic. So when you want to switch to Lightning experience, you can see here the link, even switching to Lightning experience, that you can click here. And when you click here, see, it is loading with the, it is loading with all the tabs here. Okay, so this is how, like, when an application is loaded, or when with the home, with the home we can see all the tabs and all things are loaded. So here everything is happening in the setup. So whenever you want to create anything, you will be doing through the this gear icon. You click on it, then you can create anything you need it. So this is the UI look of a Lightning experience. So you do work on this as well. So here, as I said, that we are the first thing what we are doing is we are creating the application. So just you go to setup, that is click on the gear icon. So when you click on it, you are like you able to see one text field, what details you want. This is here, you can type, because I want to create one application. So just you type simply app, that's enough. So when you say app, you have here the app manager. So click on that app manager. So when you click on here, the app manager, see here all the list of applications already I have created for the my for my projects. So this is the app manager wherein you can create your applications. So because I want to create one application, I click on the gear icon, and when I say type app, so app manager, you click on the app manager. Here we have a button called new Lightning app. So you click on that new Lightning app. This will lead to this page. So you need to say what name you want to create your app with. Like example, think that one university has reached me out to create an application in Salesforce. So I think DCU, Dublin City University, probably reached one company to create its application in the Salesforce. So this I'm creating as a random project, you can say, Dublin City University project, this one. And the default, it will be creating all this. Just you write the description for this. So this app is created for an university. Okay. So you write the proper description, and you just, if you have any image, you can pick up from the folder or the disk you have, and you can upload that, and you can say next. And yeah, if you want the apps image, or you have organization themes as well, these all we can apply here also. We can do that. And what are the form factors which are supported? These all you have to select for. Like by default, we can keep it as a standard, whatever by default it's selected, that you can keep it off. And yes, after you create this desktop only and all the production tools and all, yeah, you can keep the similar thing. And based on your requirements, actually, we need to add, or we can take a few things. So here, no items selected, here available items. So probably account is something you can say as a company. So it's also an object. So everything is an object in the Salesforce. So whatever you want to have, you can create here the objects, and just you click on right click of here, and chatter is something for chatting in between the organization, that is in between the university, for lecturers or um, staff to chat in a group format. You can just do that. Incorporate inside corporate chatting also, you can do it in context. That anyhow I'll discuss when I just start with an objects. Then I'll just give you an overview. So this is how like we can add a few objects or few tab items. And yes, this part also we try to, I'll explain when it comes a part of a security. Okay, right now just simply write system administrator. Okay, and just you select this. You click here and say save and finish. By default, any user created in Salesforce, that we can give Salesforce admin, but as a developer addition. But in real time, exactly it will be given as per our means as per our job position, whether if I hold in system administration role, or maybe I'm in a developer, so what access I should have, those all things will be configured. When in coming days, you will be taught with the profiles, roles and all, there you can understand clearly about that profile part. So here successfully, you can see here the new university name is created. Okay, that is in the Lightning experience. Similarly, you say classic here, that means you have created in the classic. So this how successfully we have created one application in Salesforce, and just you click here app launcher, that means you want to launch the app. So you click on these 9 dots, and here you type with whatever one you have picked. See, when you say DUB, Dublin, say here you can see Dublin City University, DC. By default, it is taking that image. You can create your new word. So here, so when you launch that application, so DCU, see, Dublin City University, this is the application I have created successfully for the university. And you remember, these are all the, like the tab points, like the tabs I want to have, add it here. You can add it through here with a pencil icon. You click on that and you can add more extra, whatever the things you need it. Add more items, you can add it. So what is the use of this is, because when, if it's like if we are creating for the university, what I should do is, it's like we need to make them handy that whenever an application is loaded, it should be handy with, suppose think that if any maybe senior person is loading the application, so definitely is in a position to get reports, this data, dashboards, how many students join, what is current percentage, average percentage they got, and all these details that he want to view. So every time he can't just the senior person, whoever it is, it's like he can every time create the edit and click it, right? So the thing what we can do is whatever needed that we need to add it. So definitely for everything, you click on all, so that means it will give all the items. So here even I want the report reports as well. So I create here, just type for reports, or you check for reports folder. See this one reports, and also I want to add dashboard also. So I create here dashboards. Just it's two items I want to add it to this app. So click on the add and click on save. This how like we can add the corresponding tags to the application. See, you can see here reports and dashboards. This will give you an overview about the reports of the student and all things that we will learn when in the coming classes. So this how basically one app is application is created, and these objects are loosely folded, so we can simply add it. And if you don't want it, yes, even we can delete as well. From this edit, you can just here it is a cross button, right? So when you click on this, we can just even delete these objects as well. So I think that's it from today's video. So yeah, do like, share, and subscribe this video. And probably in next video, we'll cover with another topic. Thank you.